Hi, my name is Justin Suda. I have Tourette's and OCD. I was diagnosed with Tourette's as a 10th grader, and I was diagnosed with OCD as an 11th grader, and that was about 9 to 10 months ago. I have suffered from both of these disorders my entire life, but I never knew the underlying cause, as I was not informed about both of these diseases as a child. I always felt as if I was going to go crazy from the disorders, as I had no control over them, and they just kept playing in loopholes around and around my mind, and I could never stop thinking about them. My most notable OCD traits would be intrusive thoughts, where I would have violent images play throughout my mind, and it basically weighed me down as I would think about them all day long, no matter where I was, no matter who I was with. I was always thinking about those thoughts in my head. I couldn't stop it. And by my 11th grade in high school, and it was in late January, I was basically, I couldn't I couldn't deal with the stress and all the thoughts anymore, so I went to my teacher and told her that I needed help. And at that time, it was because I thought I was on the verge of committing suicide. I had no reasons to think it, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So my teacher took me up to my counselor, and we talked, and the school social worker came in, and we talked with him, and we just continued on the road until I was sent to the hospital, and from there I was sent to a CSU, which is a crisis stabilization unit, where I had many group therapy sessions. And my very first meeting with my psychologist that was there, he quickly diagnosed me with OCD as the underlying cause of all these thoughts. And the relief upon having a name to it was all the difference in being able to cope with it. It opened up a whole new set of doors as I was able to basically get back into life, as I knew that I wasn't alone in the battle. There's millions of people who suffer from OCD, and I was able to find the help I needed. As the month progressed on, that would be February, slowly the thoughts got worse and worse. The intrusive thoughts developed into a whole new stage where I couldn't bear it anymore, and I had to take myself out of school because of it. And around that same time, I started exposure response therapy, and the therapy is one of the best decisions I've ever gotten into. It helps out an incredible amount, as it allows you to face all your fears and continue on and basically battle against everything you thought you could never face. And after all these months of being in therapy, I have faced all of my fears, and I've broken all those bad habits and everything. I no longer I can step on cracks again. I can close the refrigerator without having to check it. I can close locks without having to go back and check it. And I can finally figure out how to cope with the intrusive thoughts. As long as you don't put any meaning to the thoughts, a thought is just a thought. It doesn't become an action until you act upon it.